Hey everyone, welcome back to part 11 of Jira Duty, where we're going to be answering a live Jira Q&A, looking at Atlassian Community questions and trying to help out with the community and answer some of your questions and just have some fun here. Before we get too far, I just want to let you know that this episode and this entire series of Jira Duties has been sponsored and is being sponsored by my good friends over at Resolution, which, based on the pictures I'm seeing on LinkedIn, it looks like they're having a blast over in Barcelona right now. So a little bit of FOMO. I didn't get a chance to go. I'm not sure I wanted to go, mainly because I didn't want to be in a flight for 12 hours. But Team 25 is coming to me, so I just gotta, they gotta be a little bit patient. But yeah, special thanks to my good friends over at Resolution. They have this really cool shirt. It's one of my favorite ones. Have you tried turning it off and on again? I think it's such an appropriate shirt for for when you're answering IT questions, as we are here on Jira Duty. So with that said, make sure you check out that link down in the description down below. I am highlighting, over here, the Not Another Stand-Up app, so make sure you check that one out. But yeah, this is Resolution sponsored, and we're going to just jump into it. So thank you to everybody for your support and for your continuation of watching me make a fool out of myself on the internet. Let's just jump right into it. We're going to get rid of the echo or this little thing here, and we're going to jump into our first question. I'm going to do a quick refresh just to make sure Trudy gets a chance there to get in on that and get her questions answered, or whatever she's doing there. But let's jump into the first one and talk about deleted knowledge sharing. So can I recover deleted knowledge base articles? I accidentally deleted our knowledge base articles in Jira. Is there any way to recover them? So this is an interesting question because this is a two-parter, right? The knowledge base exists in Confluence, and so I'm going to go try to reproduce this. I'm not really sure what happened here or how this happens, but let's see if we can reproduce it first, and then we'll see if we can get an answer for our friend Jason here. So I'm going to go into a JSM project. I need to go find myself a Jira Service project right here. Well, this is a team managed one. I don't know that I want to be in that. Let's see if I have a service management that is not team managed. Okay, this CLST one might be it. All right, let me just add myself just to make sure I have access to it, because I don't always have access to these projects for some reason, and then it just doesn't like it. So I'm gonna leave that there. Okay, and then inside this project, so inside of a JSM project, in case you didn't know, there is a section. Oops, I guess I missed it. It is back over here. There's a section here for knowledge base, and if you connect, so I'm gonna link to my Confluence base, which is basically being done. Oops, no, didn't work either. So let's link to a Confluence base. So we're gonna see if there's anything over there. There isn't. So I'm just gonna connect to this employee onboarding one. Get that connected. Hey, Sean, how are you? Thank you for coming. Expect some fun tonight. But yeah, I forgot to get my banner going. So just reminding you that this video is sponsored by Resolution. All right. So I'm trying to recreate the question right now just to cover, or just to actually, you know what? It should be a good practice that I just put it in the chat so that people can follow along. Putting in the question in here so that folks can go and look at it. But we're basically trying to understand if we have a knowledge base article and we delete it, how do we recover it? And first of all, I didn't even know you can delete them. So this is kind of what I'm looking at right now. So the first thing I did was I linked the space. So that's good to go there. I should be able to go back to my project, go to my knowledge base, and I have my articles here. And I'm just going to create a new category here to start putting my articles in the category, because I still, up to this point, don't see a button for deleting. So that didn't do what I thought it was going to do. Okay, let's put it in test, and test. Okay, so if we go to the categories, refresh this, it takes a second here for them to show up. We should have some articles in our category. Come on, Jira. You can do it. Don't be scared. Don't be shy. He deleted it. Didn't say. It just looked like he deleted our knowledge base articles. But it's kind of weird. Like, I'm just trying to see how you can even delete them first. So if you're here, you can remove them. But if you remove an article, so we're going to take the rubber ducky one right here. If I remove it, it's still in the category. It's just been uncategorized. I don't see the ability to remove the category or the item itself unless they delete it inside of Confluence, in which case you should be able to restore the page in Confluence. So that's a different thing. But I'm going to check one more thing because I don't think we have enough information. I'm just going to check and see if there's any delete button over here. I don't see one other than unlinking the space. So I'm going to respond back with some questions, see if maybe they can add a screenshot, because it doesn't look like there's a way for you to delete the pages itself. Did you remove the articles or delete the page in Confluence? I tried to delete a knowledge-based article in my JSM, and all I could do was remove the article from the category. But the article is still in the articles section of my JSM project. Do you have a screenshot we can take a look at? All right, I'm going to answer with that because, again, not enough information for this one. And just going to leave that there, and I'll follow up to see if they have any new information. Okay, going on to the next one. How to populate a select column view for an API. Ooh, I'm going to skip API. I'm not quite ready for APIs. We're definitely going to be venturing into APIs, and I do have a goal of one day just being able to answer all the questions, but we're gonna skip APIs for now. Let's take a look at access level priority groups. Let's see what this is all about. So Fabricio says, I'm trying to create an access level in service queues where certain users can only see priority group A and others priority group B, and whoever is ADM can see anything. I couldn't find a solution. Is there a way to do this process? So service queue. So there is a new process. This is a new functionality. I haven't done it just yet, but if you go back into your JSM project and you go to your request types, there are now restrictions in here. This is a whole new functionality, and you should be able to add request types here. So let's see, site. So as long as those groups exist, they should be able to do them here. Okay, so I'm just going to add, or I'm going to take a picture of my request types like this, and submit this one as a hey, these request types do have requests now. But first, we'll welcome them. At Fabrizio, you might not know that this is a fairly new feature. I would say maybe it's like about 3 months old in your JSM Cloud. So not a lot of people know about it, especially if you don't venture into what this little lock is all about. But it is definitely something that was possible over on the service desk side, but not in JSM until like about 3 months ago. So we're gonna reply here. And Sarah, if you ever jump in, please let me know if you want to come on. All right. I'm gonna say welcome to the Atlassian community. As of a few months ago, JSM Cloud now supports restrictions at the request type level, which should but he's at the queue though. So if it's at the queue, hold up then. Just to clarify then, you want to do this at the queue level, which means that you want licensed agents to be able to see certain requests only. Is that correct? If so, then you'll want to look into doing issue level security and applying some logic. Miss Sarah, you are on. How's the towel on your? How are we looking today? We a little bit more presentable. Looking to apply some logic for each request, similar to the logic you have to separate your queues today. All right, so basically, I'm interpreting this in one of two ways. Either A, we want to, so the text here says service request. So that's telling me now a licensed agent, certain agents should only be able to see one versus the other. And so if that's the case, then we're going to want to go with issue level security, because that's going to, once the request comes in, you'll be able to basically lock it. And you're going to want to put the same conditions as the lock, as the lock for the issue, that's similar to the conditions for the queue, so that they kind of align. But the idea is you put a lock on the issue and it goes to a specific queue, and then you don't necessarily lock the queue, but you're locking with the issues within the queue. And so then you'll only be able to see the issues that are in that queue, because you can only see the issues that belong to that queue. So basically, you can't lock the queues themselves, but you can lock the issue that go into the queue, and your users, based on their groups, will only be able to see the requests that they have permission to see. So let me see, do I have a video on issue level security? That's one of the things that we're going to want to check. Issue level security. Make a video, or see if I have a video so I can 11 months ago. Okay. Let's see if this is the one. We're going to link this one here and help them out. Check out this video on issue level security. Next, if you intend to lock the portal, then JSM Cloud does now does give you the ability to put restrictions on your request types. All right, so that should be good enough for there. I'm going to hit answer on this one, and we're going to go with this. Okay. Do I have to hit the answer button? Probably not, right? Let's just go with it. Okay, next question. Make a test plan read only. No test, no change within test plan. Oh boy, test plans, read only. Let's take a look. I'm curious enough. Test plans are not a default feature of Jira. You do need to usually get some sort of a third-party plugin like X-Ray or Zephyr. Not sponsored, but let's see where we go from there. Okay, so make a test plan read only. Garth says, hi, is there a way to prevent tests from being added to or removed from my test plan when the test plan is in a specific workflow state? I know I can make the fields of the test plan issue type read only by setting the property key of editable to false, but it doesn't seem to be preventing or adding, removing test cases. Looking forward to hearing from you. Sounds like a plugin. Yeah, it's definitely a plugin, but this is a different problem. Well, I think it will be a plugin type of question. Let's see. I'm gonna go, hey Garth, which testing plugin are you using? Knowing that vendor, we could potentially look at their documentation, because what they're doing. So the reason I'm going down this route is because X-Ray, at least that's the one I have experience with, and I don't have X-Ray installed, so it's not something I can go and demo, right? But the way it typically works, if I'm remembering my memory correctly, it's just a link. They're just, so the test plan is its own issue type, and the test is its own issue type. But the way that the way everything's grouped is happens inside the UI of X-Ray, like inside the X-Ray section. So it's not like a standard like links or link by. So I don't think that something like that would help. So I think it's important for us to know which testing tool we're looking at, so we can go and then troubleshoot that way. But I don't think it's going to be possible. I don't think what this particular user is trying to do is going to be possible. So, but we'll start there, and I'll post this one, and then we'll come back to that. All right. What does turning off turning a folder on or off mean? Ooh. Confluence. Let's go to Confluence. I actually haven't played with this one yet, so I'm excited to look at it. I haven't looked at it at all. I know my good friend Robert Heen definitely has been looking at this, but I haven't. So I was trying to get my head around a new folder capability in Confluence. Documentation mentioned that turning them on and off, but can I explain what it meant? Can anyone give details? So let's go take a look. I actually don't know what they are. Like I said, I haven't tried it out, but I do want to look at the documentation. Confluence folders. Turn on some lights here so you guys can see me a little bit better. And let's see what we get. So first article here. So you can add folders to your space and keep the related work together just like you do on your personal computer. Unlike parent pages, which you can think as containers with built-in README files, folders are simple containers without any information or context built into the container. Use parent pages in situations where it's helpful to know a bit more about the contents in the going. All right, so to create a new folder, to delete a folder. Okay, so here we go. So turn folders on or off in a space. Turning folders on or off in a space allows you to control whether your team can use them to organize and structure work. Folders are turned on by default, okay, so basically this just means like, do you want your teams to be able to create folders or not? So based on what I'm reading here, we should be able to go into a space, go to the space settings, and then go to settings, select features. Okay, settings, features. Anybody see it? Somebody stop me, you see it. New. Features, here we go, okay. And so there's a slider for folders. Where are you at, folders? I do not see folders. Anybody see folders? I must be dumb, but I definitely don't see folders. So this just tells me that this particular Confluence does not have it yet. But I should be able to explain and shed some light on what this particularly means. All right, so let's talk to Greg here. Greg. So the documentation, let me link this article. I'm assuming you are, what tier? I am in the premium. Oh, you know what? I might not be a space admin. Well, no, I am a space admin. I'm on the premium because I'm using the Atlassian 1 thingy. But let me just add myself to make sure I'm an admin. I'm not always an admin, so I just want to make sure. Let me make sure I'm an admin here. I just add myself just to make sure that I'm not missing anything. So I added myself as an admin. We'll go to features. Okay, so I still don't have it. Does anybody have it? You should have it in on-prem.
I got it.
You have it?
And well, actually, it's a we have it. Because I don't see it. I jumped onto the Confluence space for the Jira life, and it's in that space.
Oh, well,
and we're actually on the free plan of Confluence. So
there it is. It's, you know what? So I've been noticing this. The Atlassian 1 instance that we have doesn't always have all the features. So I was trying to do the AI decomposition of using Atlassian intelligence to break down the epic into stories. We don't have that, but yeah, I had to go and upgrade my Jira to premium.
It's a little old, and I don't know if they update the demo sites. So we might need we probably need to create a brand new one Atlassian site for you. And I will link in the sample Jira Align site just for you to completely ignore. So, you know,
one day I will be looking at Jira Align. One day. When that day is, Bob, I can't guarantee you. Probably my password will come first. But yeah, so basically this person just asking, like, what does it mean then to turn it on and off? Like, I'm just gonna tell them that basically means it's a functionality. So basically This means that there is a new functionality being rolled out by Atlassian. You have the ability to create folders in your Confluence space. These folders just organize your pages. What the documentation is stating, though, is that as a space admin, you can completely turn off that feature for your project, for your space. So that means that no users in that space would be able to use folders. Or you can just leave it on, as having it on appears to be the default. Makes sense? I'm going to hit answer with that. Sarah doesn't want to join us. She says she has a cat on her lap. But I don't know if that meant like give me the link or don't give me the link. It was very unclear. So I didn't want to be pushy. How to remove a user from Confluence. Let's take a look at this one. A new user joined our organization. I just realized that I invited the user to Confluence before the person's email account was activated. As a result of this, they're not getting the verification email from Confluence. We're using a trial version of Confluence. Is there a way to delete the user and re-add them again? I looked at the support pages and the steps pointed out that they aren't reflecting the screen. Okay, this is interesting. So let's read through this one more time a little slower. They invited the user to Confluence before the person's email was activated. As a result of this, they're not getting the verification email. There's a verification email that goes out from Confluence?
I don't recall of, well, maybe. I might remember seeing it, but I would, what I would do is I would remove product access from them and then re-enable it.
Yeah, because I don't think the email matters, right? Like as long as they can get to the URL, they should be fine. So let's let's see. Let's talk to this individual here at Aishbar. Uh-oh. There we go. Welcome to the Atlassian Community. So, Bob, you getting FOMO from the team not being a team?
A little bit.
Online.
A little bit of FOMO. You know, we are going to say that. You know, did we already say congratulations to Rodney for passing the 120?
I have not. I was probably going to do that tomorrow during the 120 session, but yeah, this is a good time.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Rodney, our very own Rodney, passed the ACP 120. He Leroy Jenkins did. Try to do it how he wrote it, but I don't think I got that right. By the way, I finally saw the video about the Leroy Jenkins because Sean first turned me on to that reference, and I had no idea what he was talking about. Did you see Chris's hair though? Chris Cook?
No, I didn't see his stand-up routine.
No. Well, I didn't see that one, but did you see his hair? So big man Chris updated like this is the back side of his actual head.
Oh, well now.
I thought I was a fan.
You know, you're a fan. You're not a Atlassian logo tattoo fan. I'm Then again, I'm not either because I'm deathly scared of needles. So
yeah, I'm not the biggest fan, but we got that going. All right. So I'm telling this person, okay, let's swap around then because I'm using my. All right, let me hold up, folks. We need to swap around some branding here. I still haven't fixed my overlay. So just remember that this stream is being sponsored by Resolution. Don't forget that.
I won't let them.
You won't let them. Okay. So right now we're saying, so as long as the user has a license and product access, they should be able to get to Confluence. All you need to do is give them a link to the URL space, link/URL to the space they should access. Trial version, that implies that they're on at least the premium or standard, which means that they should have permissions. So also make sure that the user has access to the space. But just having the URL, Jira or Confluence should be smart enough. Should be smart enough to redirect the user to sign in and then get to Confluence. No, there shouldn't be no need. Shouldn't be a need to delete the user and re-invite. That would be painful. Imagine if you did that for like 1,000 users.
Ooh.
Yeah, because as long as you send them a URL, right? It doesn't matter. Like they could miss it. You obviously get that, hey, you've been invited email, which is cool, and it redirects you to it. But if you get the URL directly, you can just go to it, and then you'll be prompted to make an account if you don't have one, depending on your Atlassian access and all that jazz. You should be good. You should just be able to pop right in, as long as you know the URL to where you're going. That's what I hopefully conveyed here. All right, next up. Miss Sarah, you want to tell us the story behind your happy face?
It was a balloon from a birthday from a few years ago, and it just sort of resurfaced. It was like shoved in a closet, and so it made me happy. How can it not make you happy?
Birthday, right?
And then see, it's got like Team Up. It's wearing its Atlassian hat. So there you go.
But it's from your 35th birthday.
From that would make that the oldest balloon still hanging around. Yes.
What are you talking about? You know you're young.
There you go.
All right. Christine is asking, how do I know the owner of the team created? I want to know who the owner of the team created is. Let's go look at teams. So inside of Jira, we have teams. And we can click on set team. And you know the members.
I don't think there's an owner in these.
There's like admins, right? Ish.
They're admins, yes.
But owners isn't really a thing.
It's more of it's a team. There's no team. There's no I in team.
There's no owner in team.
How do I know the owner of the team created? Could you, though?
They're just, wanting access and they don't know who to ask.
That's a hard one, because then I usually know I'm usually the admin. I'm curious though. Maybe they're asking who created the team. And I was wondering if the log has that, but I don't think so. It doesn't show it to me over here.
The log would be, so these new teams are kind of cross product. So I wouldn't know exactly what log they would be in.
Well, the cross product, and that takes me over here. Hold up, I'll be back. I hate that that admin.atlassian.com doesn't switch with me. I should know where I'm at.
I know. Today I was like, hey, I really thought we had these default groups set up for product access. Like they seem to have disappeared. And then somebody's like, check your organization. Derp. And then I went, derp.
Derp, derp, derp. Okay, so definitely nothing on this log file that tells you the team. So I'm going to say no dice. Nobody's got anything, right?
Leave that. Just put no dice and walk away. See how many votes you get.
I don't think that this is a feature. You can see the members, but there isn't a specific owner. It's a team. Smiley face. Everybody's an owner.
And you can leave whenever you want. Which is the worst part about that when you connect it to operations.
I'll do the winky one, and then I did the smiley one over there. I'm trying not to be facetious on this one, but that's the best I got for you. All right. We do have some breaking news here. We have a member of the audience. Hey, everyone, I have a question regarding forms. Is it possible to copy a form from the trigger issue to a linked ticket when the ticket is created using automation Jira functionality? So I think we talked about this a few ago, right? So the form itself is encapsulated if you just use the form, right? If you just use the JSON capability and you just use the form and you kind of fill out your form and you make the fields in that, that data is encapsulated to that form. But if you link the form data or the form field to an actual Jira field, which means you do have to go do both. You got to go create the fields and then put them in the form and link them in the form. Then through automation rules, you should be able to reference that field and send it over.
And because they're talking about from JSM to Jira.
That's what it looks like if you're reading this, right? They just want to a linked ticket when the ticket's created using the automation for Jira functionality.
Because I just think when I hear ticket, I just assume it's all JSM and not Jira.
Well, pretty soon we're just gonna have our way, right? And it'll all be tickets.
Exactly.
Bob smile. Bob smile is worth $1 million.
So he's actually got a backup answer, or he's answering your question. He's going from one JSM project to another JSM project.
Yeah, you should be able to.
Well, I don't know. Well, if you link the ticket, though, I don't think you can copy the form itself. But let's.
I've done it on
I don't think you can.
In a separate action.
I don't think you can copy, but let's go look. This is what we're here for. We are in the and I create a form. Oh, look, we got 3 of them. Perfect, splendid. Let's go to request type. Let's make sure one of these has it. Here's the form. Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go fill it out. View. Joe.
So while he's filling that out, I mean, you always have the option to, when a request comes in, to convert it to PDF, which he might have said a few minutes ago, but I was only half paying attention. So if you, every time a form gets submitted, create a PDF, then it's just as easy to transfer the PDF from issue to issue. But of course, it's a little bit easier, right? When you just want to be able to have that form and expand it down and see the details of the form. I like, have you checked this box?
Yeah, it's like, check this box. Did you read the documentation?
Went right past it.
Well, of course I didn't read the documentation.
Of course not.
All right. So once we have something come in, we have this item that just came in right now. And so forget the fact that, I mean, we can just clone. Oh, can you clone? If you clone the issue, does it clone the form?
Give it a try.
Let's do that. Let's do a manual automation rule that just clones the issue and see if we can copy it.
Oh, I thought you were just going to clone it right there.
Well, that's cheating, no? Because he wants to do it automatically.
I know, but it was just a good first little thing. Anyway, okay.
Well, that brings me to the $1 million question. Varun, why do you want to clone the issue? Because you can simply reference it in the other JSM project.
I know, but sometimes you just want all your stuff in that context, right? It's just a little easier.
But how? If all I need to do is go to another JSM project here, and in my queue, edit the queue.
Say what? Queues are not cross-project, or if they are, that's a brand new feature that would be so amazeballs I couldn't even stand it.
Is it not like a board? Because we have a board capability.
It is not like a board, friend.
But we have boards, and the boards can do it.
No, boards might be able to. last I tried, boards were still only project only.
Well, I don't know, because let's look. This is why we're here, right? So
Yep.
the board, this is a JSM board.
Yep. The boards may be a little more advanced than the queues.
Oh shoot, what's the other name of the project?
The boards are an evolving, or like evolving news stories.
This is where
I can see where Alex is kind of coming in from here. Where
it didn't like it. Oh, here we go. See, but now I can here in this one JSM project.
Save your filter.
I did not. Now I did. Okay, so in this JSM project here, for this particular board, I can configure my board in such a way that it goes and talks to that test one that I just made.
So boards are evolving.
And so here,
go make sure you have a CLSD, because I'm not.
It might just be a map status now.
Yeah.
Yeah, the to-do is not mapped. There you go. So here's my CLSD ticket. So like what I'm saying is, why duplicate the data? Why have two sources of truth when you should always try for a single source of truth? If you can bring in that ticket over here to the other JSM project, why copy data? That's argument one.
I'm a big fan of linking data. So, but being smart about filters and boards. Here we go.
Okay, here we go. So we have two projects. One is from HR onboarding, those from IT help desk. When HR approved the onboarding ticket, they want the IT help desk to also want me to copy the forms that are on the. All right, well, let's.
Yeah,
try.
Yeah, I mean, you get it. I do it all the time, right? We get into the situation, especially with onboarding tickets, is that there's lots of other teams that are involved in the processes. So it doesn't, having just one open issue doesn't help you solve everything, because you need sort of those related tasks. And
so let's look at the automation then. I mean, this is the hard part of our job, right? We should always be looking and answering these questions so that we can defend these solutions we come up with.
But I got to tell you, just now being reminded that boards can cross projects in JSM, I'm going to have a much better day tomorrow.
This is why you come, right?
I'm not even kidding you. I'm very, very serious.
So we're gonna go backwards, and then the form. I don't think the form is.
It's an action. Try the action.
Yeah, let's take a look.
So we'll clone it, and then we have form.
Copy forms. Okay, and now I'm
copy from the current.
Victory dancing.
Where are we moving it to? All right, Varun, I don't know that I want to spend the entire time, but this should get you going in the right direction. You should be able to do some sort of an automation rule, and there's a copy forms thing that would put it into that thing. Let's just try it.
Finish what you started.
It's too many fields to map. Yeah, so let's just turn this one on and see what it does. So I just can't get lost here. So I enabled this one. Okay, so I wanted to clone it to go to a different project. So let's hit update. Okay. So this is the best case scenario, right? I'm going to go to this customer service one. I'm going to clone, or I'm going to make sure something has a form. Well, I think I got to go. No, I got to go backwards. Shoot. There. Hold up. See, this is what happens when you're doing things in a hurry. Dang it. Okay. Never mind. We'll figure it out. Let's go back to forms. Let's make this one. Okay, this one does have a form. Which form did I copy? Because I picked the form. Oh boy. Did I not save it? Please tell me I saved it. Dang it. I don't think I saved it. All right. Try number 2. Manual. Oopsie. Manual. We're going to do that. We're going to clone the issue. Because we got to make a copy. We got to pop it into the other project. We're going to hit next. Then we're going to copy the form, and we're going to do the bug triage, copy from the current issue, from the trigger issue?
From the
I'm gonna do
issue?
trigger.
There we go.
I'm gonna do trigger, and then check the checkbox just for fun. Copy form. Turn on the rule this time, and then I'm gonna go to the CS project to this. Take this item here. Nope. Let's do a request type that has the form and fill it out.
Why can't you just use the one you just created?
Because it didn't. Crap, it didn't have it.
The issue you created a minute ago didn't have a form attached.
It does, but not the right one that I picked. I'm gonna pick a different one. Attach the form. Select existing. We want the bug triage. Add. Save the changes. View the thing. Fill it out. Test. Oh, wow. This is a good one. Test. Send.
By the way, I love the term har file because all I think of is har, like somebody's laughing in it.
You like my jar?
Today more fun.
It's starting to pick up, but people like it. Okay.
Oh God, wait. Is har an acronym and I just said har?
No, well, yeah, har stands for something, no?
It's har stands for something. Yeah, it's if I remember right, it's an archive format.
HTTP archive.
Wow.
Okay, so here we have a form. We have a CS ticket. I'm gonna clone it manually. Send it over to. Oh boy, I did say.
Do both. What the heck?
Let's try them both. And we'll go over to the CLSD project and see if anything happens. Moment of truth. Dun, 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 dun. I don't see anything happening. We may have to go look at the automation rule and see if it failed.
Yeah. It's in one of those tabs.
You should see all the windows I have open.
Oh, dude. Game on. Game on windows and tabs.
They failed. Why did we fail? Some errors. Fetch field issue type. No form attached. Huh. Failed field. So this is problematic then because this presents a problem for Varun, right? Because when you're copying the form, your screens, then it looks like it's going to complain about the fields that are in your form. They have to be present in both.
Or could it be just, were there fields in one project that weren't in the other? Like if it's a custom field on the form, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, but so then that begs the question: does the form need to exist in the destination?
I don't.
You mean same form fields?
Yeah, basically the same form, but in the other project as well.
Well, the good news is copy form to project is totes easy if it does. If that form has custom fields on it that the other project doesn't have, then I could well imagine that not, being a blocker.
Yeah. So
although,
so look, so this is
that says forms attached to the issue bug triage, but it didn't.
Because it could be that this works when you're in cloning in place, right? You're in the same project, so the form exists. So it's when you're cross-referencing or going to a different place. I don't think you're going to be able to do that. I firmly think that the best option for Varun here he's gonna hate it. Is he's got a manual in the automation rule. Copy from the trigger each field, independent field from the form,
or PDF the form. I still stand by PDFing the form.
I would go as simple as just link the dumb things together. Because you can always go back to the other one and look at the data. Sorry, Varun. Those are all the different options.
There might be a touchy thing with like a HR might be issue security involved.
Mm-hmm.
If there is,
or we can say try the copy forms in the automation and get back to us.
Varun says he'll take the PDF option from you.
Varun likes the happy balloon.
So what does that look like? So that means that when you're in here and you have your form, you have the download PDF and then take it in over there. Yeah,
well, no, so if you go over into your forms, into like your form admin area, and what you have the option to do is in your settings on the form is select every time it's submitted to create a PDF, because that also gives you a history if you ever need it. So right there, enable that.
Oh, look at that. And you can also open it for edits. I've never made it this far out.
Oh yeah. I have fun with forms.
Yeah, there you go. Fun with forms. That reminds me of the Sheldon's Fun with Flags show.
You know what? I have not watched that
Big
show.
Bang Theory?
I have not.
I don't know that we can be friends anymore.
I know. It's like everybody I know is so surprised when they find out I have not watched that show, because they all think it's totally my show, and it probably is. But the real challenge, and she'll never watch this, is that my sister loves it so much that it makes me think I won't like it.
Go to bed, Rodney. You have a keynote to attend tomorrow morning.
Yeah, and you got an embargo to lift for us so that we can post a video.
Oh, you guys probably already did it, but I can say no. Congratulations, Rodney! Yay!
Yeah, Rodney, congratulations.
So excited for you.
What are you going to do next? Go to Disney World?
Next March.
Next March. Next April.
April, whatever it
and
is.
It's Disneyland. Disneyland.
I know. I don't know the difference between Disneyland and Disney World. I'm so sorry.
Disney World's bigger.
Okay.
But Disneyland's the original.
Okay, land is in California then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And world is in Florida.
Florida. Okay.
World's about to be hit with a hurricane.
Yeah.
Again.
I know.
I am okay, so I was trying to align. I am going to shoot for October 25th to take the exam.
All right.
Let me pull up my calendar. I'm shooting for October 26th.
Do you have a testing center, or do you do it at home?
I'm gonna go to the testing center. There's
So
one
much
about 30
easier.
minutes from me. Yeah, but I'm gonna schedule it for October 26th. Hey, Amber. Well, we still got another 12 minutes to go, so telling maybe, but we still got some time. But welcome. Sean's getting annual passes. Sean, if you can get annual passes, you let me know, because I've been trying to get magic keys, and they're not available. You can only renew them. You can't buy them. My son has me watching this website every single day so that I can buy them. You can't buy them right now. All you can do is, if you have one today, you can renew it. But if you don't, then you can't get it. We have a crowding problem.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately. I used to go, I'm going to spend $5,000 for family of 4 to go to Disneyland for an entire year.
That's not bad. Holy cow.
I used to spend $300 to go by myself. So it used to cost $1,200 for a family of 4. And now it's $5,000.
But all year, I mean, you could spend that on one trip.
Yeah, I'm 3 miles away, so
yeah,
makes it worth it. But those 3 miles, man, it'll take an hour to get into Disneyland from my house.
Yeah. So answer this very kindly, like as if you were a Disney princess. Let them down gently.
What if I wanted to be the...
Or you're gonna have to be Cruella de Vil here.
I'll be Tinkerbell. I haven't even read the question. How to copy project field to a global field. Hi all. We've made some fields in Jira Discovery. Want to make them global fields. Oops. The article below, migrate values from project field to global field, gives 4 steps to doing this. Step 4 is correct? Question mark. I copy values from the project field, but how do you get them to populate a global field? Let's look at this article. So a global field is a custom. This is from product discovery. Yeah, it is. Wow. Okay. So global field is
product discovery.
I didn't think, I thought product discovery was a team managed project.
It is
Double standards Atlassian sets.
But team managed projects can have global fields. Not just product discovery.
Well, now they can.
Yeah.
Wasn't always a thing. All right, so a global field is a custom field that can only be created by Jira admin and is reused across multiple projects and products. All right, so before people custom are not supported, okay. So go to the products, Jira product discovery, select global fields, create a global field, and hit create, then add the details of your field and click add to project. So that the product discovery. So it's in reverse. So then there's a global. Okay, so let's try it. So if I go here, product discovery. Anybody see it? Tell me when you see it.
Wait.
There it is. Global fields.
Yeah, there.
Got it. Okay.
I'm actually.
For the record, Sarah, Sean, and Bob have a special field.
Make it a happy face. Although there's already like reactions and stuff.
All right. Where's my single select? Here it is. Okay. Create. Bob is awesome. And I can go to my JPD project. And so the field now exists. So if I look in here for Bob, Ronnie, you got this on the next one. Went through the learning plan. Did you go through our course? Because Bob and myself, and I think was Ronnie part of that back then, Bob? Sometimes, right?
I don't know. I thought it was just you and me.
It was just you and me, but yeah, there's a couple of appearances that Ronnie made. We have an 11-hour course if you want to grab that in before tomorrow morning. But advice, oh boy.
Let me come in with just to say, I thought the 520 was one of the easier ones. So go in with the attitude that this will be easy.
I concur with that opinion. I think it's one of the ones that I like to kind of have study sessions with the non-technical people on, because I don't have to introduce them to JQL.
Yeah. My tip, so what I did that morning of the test is I went through the entire course that you get for free. I went through just kind of rereading every section, every page. And I just went through that because the beauty of it is if it's not in there, it's not on the test.
Yep.
So the fact that everything that's on there is on the test, just make sure you know everything on that page.
Yep. And Bob, I don't know how long after it came out that you got it. I got it fairly soon after it came out. And that was all I really did was take the course.
Hey, this works. So what's the problem? We made some fields in Jira Discovery. Okay, chicken and egg, right? You gotta go in reverse. You gotta go make the global field and then put it in the JPD, not go to JPD and make it a global.
Yeah, I think what she's trying to do is she's trying to create it inside of a project and then make it a global field. It doesn't work that way.
The instructions say you have to create the global field first, then apply it to your JPD project, and then that field becomes a custom field that can be applied to any other project. Because even the JSM the team manager or company manager can grab it. So I think what you are trying to do is you have a custom field in your JPD already, and you are trying to make it global, I don't think that's possible. You have to create the field first, and then you have to create the global field first as per the instructions. Hope that helps. Either way, by the way, I did it, and you can see it at the 50-minute mark of this video. Oh boy, where are we at? Where's our video at? The Jira Live. Oh, the Jira Live. Wait, this is not on the Jira Live. Sorry.
It's not on the Jira Life.
Somebody's got to tell me these things, man. My life is one big mess.
But resolution could help you make it better. Don't forget.
To get the Not Another Stand-Up app.
Resolution.
Yeah, get your Not Another Stand-Up app, because if you're as confused as I am when it comes to life, then the Not Another Stand-Up app will let you get your affairs in order.
Can I share something that I am confused by?
Sure.
Sometimes it's RE:solution.
I think their official logo is RE:solution.
Because I feel like sometimes in your scrolling banner, I've seen it that way, and right now it's not colon.
Well, that's because when you go to their website, it's just resolution. No, officially, if you look at this one, it's RE:solution. So fine. Well, actually, I don't know if I can put.
See, it just flipped, Bob. There you go.
What happened there? Did you edit it?
No. Wasn't me.
I just switched to. You guys are gaslighting me. Stop.
No. All I did was click on it, so I wonder where the other one was coming from.
I think Rodney needs to go back to bed.
Was Rodney fixing it?
All
right. I think that's it for that one, and that basically wraps us up with the end of. Can you believe another hour went down?
Another hour.
All right, folks. So thank you for sticking around. We answered quite a few questions. We're going to do some follow-ups. And this ends it for part 11. So we still have 12, 13, and 14. 3 more. 1 more tomorrow. And then 2 more next week. Rodney will be back. And
we may have a special guest tomorrow. It depends on how much begging and pleading we do. But we may have a special guest.
We may have a legend upon us.
I am so excited.
And lies, he says. The other thing I want to remind you is, again, as we're talking about resolution, make sure you check out their apps. Make sure there's a link down in the description of this video. They have a lot of apps, but the Not Another Stand-Up app is the one that they're highlighting. But they have an out-of-office one. They have a couple of integrators with like HubSpot. And there's a couple of other ones that they have. So they have like a lot. There's like a dozen of them out there. So definitely go check them out. And we'll do 3 more, and then no more Jira duties. Famous last words. We'll have to do like a monthly encore or something. All right, folks. Thank you very much for tuning in, and we'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.
Ciao.